What's going on, everyone? We are back with another rebuild. Yesterday the Clippers officially eliminated the Mavericks for the playoffs. They beat them in six. Kristaps was injured, so that kind of sucks. Who knows? Mavericks could have ended up winning the series if Kristaps never gets injured. But anyway, they did lose, so we are gonna rebuild the team. There's honestly not much to do with this team. They do have a absolute superstar, in my opinion, top 5 player in the league in Luka. Definitely top 10. You could argue top 5 too with how he performed in these playoffs. And then you have another all-star caliber player in Kristaps, especially since the second half of the season he really performed like an all-star. So there's definitely not too much to do. Luka, just an all-around amazing player. Definitely, what I think you really need to put around him is defense and shooters. I really think that's it. That's really what you had to put around LeBron, a guy who could really space the floor, fantastic passer, can drive to the lane, can finish, can shoot. The main thing I'm going to be focusing on is getting defense and shooters for the team. Draymond Green, that would be very nice if he didn't cost me $22 million. And we're back to the beginning. Again, really like Matisse. Really like this. But I think I have to go with Mitchell Robinson. A really good defender. And we do get a second round back. So I'm actually surprised that the Knicks are doing this. Alright, so we didn't end up drafting anybody. I ended up trading the second round picks away. I ended up getting we had 2 second round picks, ended up getting 3 back for both of them. So I think that was definitely the move. I don't know what our cap space is looking like. Okay, negative 16 mil, 27 in cap hold. Anais Cantor was the only thing in free agency. He's definitely a dude I'm going to move. So he's going to be our starting shooting guard, starting power forward, and starting center. I don't know if Seth Curry's going to start as shooting guard because he's not a good defender at all. So I probably will look to move him maybe. Actually, he's shooting guard, so he'd be coming off the bench, actually. So that'd be okay. Tim Hardaway Jr. is a guy who's he has a decent-sized contract. 19 mil for not being amazing. That's not something I love. So I probably will look to move him. I'll probably look to move Dwight Powell. Just get off of these big contracts and see if I can just improve. Alright, so Pacers are rebuilding. This is a guy that I think is definitely willing to trade. Definitely great to trade for. Fantastic defender. One of the best perimeter defenders in the league. One of my favorite players. He's a great two-way player at that point too. So I am good upgrading Tim Hardaway Jr. to him. We are going to have to probably give up someone else, Yogi Ferrell. And we're probably going to have to give up a first, but I'm going to see if they'll do it for a bunch of seconds. Oh my god, they did it for 2 seconds. That was such a good upgrade. Alright, I do want to actually try and trade for Bradley Beal. Obviously not a great defender, but the Wizards might be looking to move him. It is very realistic that they would be trading him. It might be difficult to get him. I know I'm going to have to give up a lot for him. And I'll give up one more first. We don't have another first, so it's actually... Oh my god, we did it with the second. Oh my gosh. So this is the team now. We have a big 3 in Luka, Bradley Beal, and Kristaps. And then we have Victor Oladipo to start at small forward and Mitchell Robinson to start center. So now we just have to work on the bench, which isn't god-awful. Alright, I know he's making a little bit more, but Patrick Beverley, I love him for off the bench as a defender. Could be absolutely amazing, especially with Luka and Bradley Beal both starting. I think Patrick Beverley will bring that defense that we're really going to need off the bench. I think Daniel Tice will be a great backup center. Alright, we picked up Andre Roberson and in free agency because we need to sign some players, and we can get Seth Curry back on the team, and I'm honestly really good with that. Since we have Patrick Beverley coming off the bench, I think that's a perfect opportunity for Curry to be able to get minutes, and then we can now flip Jalen Brunson for a power forward or wing. I don't know why they would do this. Jalen Brunson for Brandon Clark, but you know what? This is a fantastic power forward to have on the team. Alright, so I'm going to make this trade for Jordan McLaughlin and Jakob Poeltl. Jordan, a dude who offensively is amazing and defensively is a little bit better than Seth Curry. I know we could have Ricky Rubio, but he's more of a playmaker, and that's not what we need with Luka on the team, even though this guy's a playmaker, but he can shoot a lot better than Ricky Rubio. And then we also get Jakob Poeltl, so I'm good with this trade. Alright, so the Magic are rebuilding, so we are going to try and get Jonathan Isaac. He's not particularly great in 2K, but I really just need a backup small forward. So we are going to see if we can make this trade work. We do have some solid first-round picks. What if we just do that one? Okay, that was actually really easy. Alright, so this is what the final lineup is going to look like. We got Luka, Bradley Beal, Vo, Kristaps, and Mitchell Robinson. And then off the bench, we got John Isaac, Brandon Clark, Jordan McLaughlin, Patrick Beverley, and Daniel Tice. Really like this lineup. Very, very, very deep. We now have great defense off the bench with Patrick Beverley, Jonathan Isaac, solid defense with Brandon Clark. Daniel Tice is a good defender, right? Yeah. So Jordan McLaughlin is the only one who struggles a little bit. He's still a B-. So this team is now looking way, 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 way better with Bradley Beal. So let's see what they can do. Alright, this team was fantastic. 60-22. Absolutely crazy. Definitely a significant improvement from this year. We did get Coach of the Year. Did we get any All-NBA team? We got Luka on the All-NBA second team. And that is it. It looks like... let's see. Yeah, we did get first seed, obviously. Clippers got second. It was a 7-game difference, so that's really, really nice. Sixers did really good in the East. Offensively, we were the best team by a lot, and defensively, we were actually the best team, so that's actually really cool. I was a little worried with Luka and Bradley Beal being right next to each other, but I guess the rest of the team really made up for that point differential. It was a big difference between us and everybody else. That's usually a big giveaway that we were a lot better than everybody else. Season stats, Kristaps led the team in score. I didn't think he was gonna do that. I didn't think that. Wow. Bradley Beal 19, Luka 16. Yeah, you knew his was going to go down with the addition of Bradley Beal and Victor Oladipo to the team. The scoring did have to, everybody had to get their share of the scoring. So, yeah, that makes sense. Rebounds, yeah, Kristaps, Luka both with 8.5, 9. Assists, Luka with 11. He almost got a triple-double for the season. Shooting efficiencies was very, very nice. I do want to see where John Isaac. Okay, he actually did not do that bad. Wow, usually he's like, he has numbers down at like the low 40s and like low 30s into 20s, I want to say. So it's actually very surprising that he did this well, and I'm actually very happy that we picked him up now. Yeah, like usually this is what his shooting percentages look like. This was last year in 2K, so that's usually what happens. I'm very happy that he improved a lot. Alright, so we got the first round here. We're up against Denver, who probably don't look any different. They got Jamal. Shout out to him going out for another 50-point performance. Michael Porter Jr., Jokic. So yeah, nothing different. Well, Will Barton coming off the bench. Isn't he a decent defender? He's a decent defender, so he could have played the shooting guard position over Gary Harris. But yeah, definitely a team that I am not worried about. Simulate the round. We are up 2-0, 3-0, and we sweep them. Yep, definitely, what would happen. Bradley Beal leads us in scoring the closeout with 32. Mitchell Robinson with 27. What? First of all, why is he taking 17 shots? Anyway, Vo with 20 on only 8 shots. He goes perfect from the field. Does miss a free throw though. Luka 18, 6 and 11, absolutely fantastic. And then Kristaps with 13. Yo, honestly, I don't like Mitchell Robinson shooting 17 shots. Yeah, I guess if he's going to be open, I mean, I guess we have a lot of people who are going to space the floor for him. We have the Lakers in the second round, who probably don't really look different. Yeah, they got LeBron and AD, and that is it. The rest of the team is pretty garbage. Yeah, I'm not too worried about them. As we went down 2-0, we are down 2-1 now. I'm going to simulate game by game now. Okay, it's 2-2 now. It's 3-2. Okay. I'm a lot more relieved. Okay, we lost the first 2, but then we win the next 4. AD and LeBron did both go off in the closeout game, but it wasn't enough for our just all-around better team. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people scoring over 10, with VO leading that at 23. He did take 21 shots though, so I definitely would have liked VO to score a little bit more based off how many shots he took. But you know what? Sometimes you can't do anything about that. Let's simulate the rest of the round so we can see what this Clippers team looks like. Nothing different. It looks like, yeah, they just brought back the same team. They have Montrez starting over Zubac, Terrence Ross, Landry Shamet off the bench. They don't have Reggie Jackson anymore, but you know that's a given, considering he thinks he's worth a good amount of money. Simulate the round. We're up 2-0. I do want to, yeah, okay. We are good. We are up 3-0. We end up sweeping them. Closeout. It was really a defensive game, 104-99. Kawhi leads them with 22 on 22 shots, so not too good for him. VO again, leading us in scoring, taking 20 shots though. Bradley Beal took 20 shots also. So yeah, not a great scoring game between these two teams. The defense really locked up for both teams. We did shoot actually really well from 3, which looks like that was the difference, as they shot 17% from 3. Yeah, really sucks for them. Haha! We got the Hawks in the finals, which Trae Young, Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier is not a good defender, right? Yeah. So, DeAndre Hunter, who I don't... Okay, so he's a good defender. John Collins, who isn't really a good defender. And Clint Capella, who in this game is a fantastic defender. And then Gallinari, Jordan Clarkson. Why? How did they get so many people? They ended up with a top, like, 10 draft pick, right? Okay, so they had a top 3 draft pick. And they end up in the finals. After picking up Evan Fournier. Re-signing Capella? I don't know if Capella's contract was up. But then getting Gallinari, Jordan Clarkson, Cole Anthony. I mean, they did get a lot better. But definitely no match for our team. As we simulate game 1, we are up 1-0, 2-0. Let's get it 3-0, 4-0. We sweep them on our way to a championship. Luka is your finals MVP at 16.5 and 10.5. Shooting efficiencies were a little bit low for how terrible their defense was. Very high scoring game in the closeout, but we just had too much. We had too much for them. Kristaps led us at 28 and 10. Luka almost with the triple-double. Bradley Beal 21-7. Very, very nice from this team. Really, really good team. We end up winning the finals in year 1. This is what the final team looked like. I don't think it's unrealistic that the Wizards trade Bradley Beal. I mean, he's been in trade talks for a while. Sounds like he wants to get out. With John Wall coming back, obviously, you never know if the Wizards are going to move him. So, yeah. I thought the Mitchell Robinson trade was honestly a little unrealistic. But besides that, I think it is everybody else. Maybe Brandon Clark, too. I don't know if Memphis would want to move on from him. He seemed like he was really good. It seems like he can develop into a very, very solid player. Just an all-around great player. Yeah, he can finish inside. He can shoot. He can shoot the ball too, and that's going to develop a lot over the years. So yeah, but yeah, this is what the team looks like. I don't think it was. It definitely wasn't completely unrealistic. You know, I think anybody we did trade for are people that we could have, who could be traded in real life. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave that like and subscribe. It's always very appreciated. And peace.